Joshua Snyder here. I am a comedian. It feels very odd saying that. I don't feel like I can say I'm a comedian until I'm getting paid as a comedian, chiefly as a comedian. So I'm a wannabe comedian. Well, that feels like it's a slight on myself. I don't want to say that either. I want to find a way to be positive about it. I'm a Padawan comedian. That's going to ensure that I don't get laid for the next 50 years. This would be the point, by the way, because I've been watching a lot of people doing YouTube videos. That would be the point where I did a quick cut, and I just want to let you know that I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep talking. Anyway, I thought that I would begin the week by doing a vlog. And the thing I keep thinking when I'm watching a lot of these other vlogs is I don't feel like I'm watching vlogs where I'm watching people who are saying things that necessarily interest me. And so my question is, all right, well, what interests me? And at this point, the thing that interests me more than anything is getting frustrated over trying to figure out what Jackson Pollack is trying to accomplish. A friend of mine, Jackson, if you're not familiar, Jackson Pollack is a painter, was a painter. He's dead now. Don't ask. And he painted a bunch of paintings that look like, it's difficult to describe what they look like. If you looked at the paintings, your first thought might be, $1 million for this? Really? That might be your first thought, but you're wrong, because he's a genius, and you just don't get it. I'm right there with you. So I'm trying to get it, because I saw the movie Pollack with Ed Harris, who was also in The Abyss. I've seen The Abyss multiple times. I've seen Pollack once. I'd like to make a version of The Abyss starring Jackson Pollack, where the underwater creatures basically form a giant kind of probe made of water, and it's looking at the Jackson Pollack painting, and then the creatures are discussing it, saying, "Well, you get it, right? Oh yeah, no, I totally get it. Yeah. What about you, floating embryo thing? Oh yeah, got it." That'd be fun, but I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at a Jackson Pollack painting, and it's basically lines and dots, and I'm getting frustrated with it. And I had and a friend of mine said, well, that's what Jackson Pollack wants. He wants you to be frustrated with it. And if that's if that was his goal, if Jackson Pollack's goal was to frustrate me, sir, you win the Medal of Freedom. Good for you. You have done that. You have succeeded in frustrating me. Scientists were analyzing a Jackson Pollack painting, and they found actually that there are complex fractal patterns in this painting that he does. It seems, when you look at it, like random lines and dots. And Pollack himself said, no, they were not random, that he thought everything was thought out. And the scientists seem to have proved, they're finding complex fractal geometry in his paintings. And I just imagine the scientists are in the room looking at the painting, and one scientist says to the other, look, this is the most amazing thing, that a human being could create these complex fractal patterns. And the other scientist says, I agree with you. I still wouldn't pay $1 million for it. But I agree that there's brilliance there. Could have put in a bowl of fruit just to show us he could draw a bowl of fruit. But still, I get it. And see, now I'm feeling guilty, because basically what I'm doing is I'm making fun of Jackson Pollack, and that's not fair. It's not fair to do that. I don't want to make fun of Jackson Pollack. I don't, because I'm talking about Jackson Pollack. I'm thinking about Jackson Pollack. I'm thinking about his paintings, and that means he got to me. And when I look at his paintings, just visually, there's a lot going on. It's very complex. It's very frustrating. It's like kinetic energy captured in a painting, and I was thinking, what does this remind me of? And I just thinking it's very frantic when I'm looking at this. It looks frantic and panicked and frustrated. And I thought it occurred to me, this painting is the mind of my mother. A Jackson Pollack has succeeded in capturing visually the brain of a Jewish mother. And in that regard, the man is a master. If you want to know what is going through my mother's head, look at a Jackson Pollack painting. That is it. That is all you need to know. We're at the 5-minute mark. They say that YouTube videos are supposed to be 10 minutes, but at this point, I feel like I'm taking too much of your time. So, hopefully that was fun. Hopefully I didn't say anything that 5 years from now, everyone on Twitter is like, I can't believe Josh said that. I can't believe he went there. I can't believe he went there about Jackson Pollack. I don't know why people on Twitter 5 years from now are going to have that voice, but that's the voice I imagine that some of those people on Twitter have. Yeah, can you believe it? Can you believe it? The audacity! The audacity! Thank you very much.